Gunfire, crowds running from tear gas.
They killed that man!
A stark contrast to the call for peaceful protest. Tempers escalated at CMPD headquarters just after 7 Wednesday evening. Some demanded to talk to officers inside. Earlier, protesters had productive dialogue with police.
And we certainly don't want anybody out there who's feeling like they're not in the right place.
Right,
I understand that.
They then moved here in Marshall Park,
Right now, we're getting ready to march.
where million youth march and activist leaders urge them to remain peaceful.
We want everybody to be able to voice their opinion safely.
The plan was to walk to AME Zion Church in Uptown for discussion. Instead, hundreds took a detour to the epicenter.
I'm here for the original statement, but, you know, if it gets too out of hand and standing on cars and, you know, throwing stuff at people's vehicle, I can't condone that.
As the crowd blocked traffic, police and riot gear stepped in to push them to sidewalk.
Y'all here to serve and protect, right?
Protesters frustrated police couldn't talk back on the street.
That would calm it all the way down, but not even speaking to me, not acting like he even hears what I'm saying, it hurts.
Among tear gas flashbangs, we heard the sound of gunfire. That was the shot that hit the protester in the head. Police say another protester was the gunman. The crowd ran for cover. Emotions uncontrollable.
It's just too much. Just the fact that we can't be ourselves. We can't be the people that we were born to be, and it's ridiculous. And then we ask for peaceful protest, and it turns into a mockery.
Courtney Francisco, WCCB News.
Below freezing temperatures, just the right humidity and light winds made the perfect conditions for ski resorts in the high country to blow snow and kick off their holiday skiing weekend. 7 open slopes were packed with fresh powder at Sugar Mountain, and people wasted no time to get their first taste of snow season.
They actually have a pretty good bit of snow, and they're making a bunch, so it's pretty nice to ride on.
People came from all over to check out the slopes, but one local says for this time of year, riding conditions are great.
The course is in good shape, got a lot of snow. They regularly making it, and it's probably for this early, it's really great.
Last year, most slopes weren't even able to open for the holidays because it was too warm. But this year, with temperatures below freezing and conditions just right, they've been able to blow snow, and it's drawn quite the crowd.
There was grass on the slope until basically the 1st of January last year, and you know what? It's like 15 degrees right now, and we have probably 30% of the mountain open with a good forecast. So we're very, very optimistic and certainly happy about it.
It's pretty moving. It's the moving part about it is if you put yourself in that casket, how would you like to be represented? And this is how it is.
Fire engines and emergency responders from all over North Carolina joined the procession, carrying Captain Bradley Long to Mountain View Baptist Church in Maiden.
They've been calling, asking us, what can we do? Can we backfill a fire station so that everybody can go to the funeral? And those folks are coming all the way past Asheville through Greensboro.
Captain Long's casket rode in his truck, Newton Fire Engine 2. Long also volunteered for Cheryl's Ford Terrell Fire and Rescue, which is where he was working Monday when he died trying to rescue a missing swimmer. Today's procession and viewing is to remember his sacrifice.
The meaning behind it is never forgetting what people do every day, such as myself as a fireman and other firemen. Now, why we go in, why we try to save people, why do we do the best ability that we can.
After a 4-hour-long viewing for family and emergency responders, Captain Long will lay in state inside the church overnight with honor guard watching over him.
Every 15 minutes we'll be changing of a guard from a different fire department, from a different organization throughout the state.
Firefighters say the best way the public can honor Captain Long is to thank all other emergency responders who every day also put their lives on the line.
It's about jumping on the trucks because we want to help people that we don't even know. It's a big part of our lives, and I guarantee any police officer, fireman, or anybody that has to deal with helping people would say the same thing.
A huge crowd turning out for the biggest event of the weekend, the Pride Parade down Tryon Street.
Happy Pride!
Colt Vore and Taco Durantes say they saw protesters, but not any problems.
It's been safe. The police have done an excellent job, and it's been fun. This might be the best Pride on the planet, right, baby?
Exactly.
Amen.
We're still waiting on details about a couple of arrests Saturday. Police arrested these men, Michael Burrell and Daniel Gardner, around 6 p.m. Saturday. The pair is charged with second-degree trespassing. We're asking police what the two were doing when they were arrested. We did see a large police presence Sunday afternoon. Some people did raise concerns when the festival and parade were declared an extraordinary event. But organizers told me they were working with police and felt comfortable with the amount of security. Festival goers say it was better than they anticipated.
Oh yeah, definitely. I felt completely safe. Usually in this kind of environment, you don't feel too safe. I felt completely safe. I was completely safe.
Organizers say people coming together to fight North Carolina's House Bill 2 played a role in this year's larger attendance. We're told the most significant increase came during the parade, and more than 10% of the entries came from churches.
Not in my yard, not in your yard.
Dozens of Piper Glen residents stood along Ray Road in South Charlotte to protest proposed cell phone towers in their neighborhood.
This is an awareness, and if it's here, it can be anywhere in Charlotte.
Holding signs that read "No cell towers on our lawns" and chanting,
"Get the cell out! Get the cell out!"
Crown Castle wants to put 4 cell towers in selected yards to enhance 911 and other cell service. Residents say the private company is taking advantage of a federal law.
Because those rights of way are available to utility companies, they can get this for free and put a cell tower in somebody's front yard.
Residents here in Piper Glen says what's happening to their neighborhood could also happen to other neighborhoods in Charlotte.
If they want to go into a neighborhood, they have to comply with certain rules and conditions, and those are overseen by the staff.
City Council member Ed Drix lives in Piper Glen. He says while it is up to the city to approve the towers, they can't be rejected if they meet federal guidelines.
At the end of the day, the elected official who can help them is in Washington, because we're talking about the enforcement of federal laws.
Leaving residents frustrated.
If you think that you're just sitting back and just enjoying your neighborhood or your community, be careful, because you could have towers coming in without you knowing it.